You know, everybody has a spark of life. And you only come into this world with that spark of life. Yeah, you have your parents, you have the canal you come through, you have the um, the solidification that the spark can be carried in. This is why you use two counterparts, or you choose two counterparts to travel through. But when you get here, you are subsequently the spark of life. And you carry that spark of life until your traumatic end. And when you pass, the first thing that leaves your body when the last breath goes out of your body is 3.5 grams, which is your spirit. Everybody knows this. This is normal information. But you go through your life believing that you are going to subsequently accomplish something higher than whatever, and you take rules from things that has the same value as you. They're in the same area as you, no matter if they're saying that they're different or they're in size difference or whatever value. Just these are just differences, never to be compatible. Like, how would I feel if my hands were always fighting each other? You know what I mean? Or if the underside of my hand was attacking the backside of my hand, like that would be weird. Or my hair just choking the shit out of me, or every time I'm walking, a foot just comes up and slap me at the bottom. You know what I mean? Just like, it would be very weird. Knowing that one body had disagreements with itself, even though it had so many different parts. But regardless of the fact, when it's all said and done, what leaves the body is 3.5 grams. Spiritual energy. Spiritual energy. It has to be very saddening to know that everything in this existence that carries a life carries that. And moreover, the percentage of that existence that pays respect to the fact that that energy is with you when you come and when it leaves you when you go. That is more powerful than anything else known to man. Just that concept alone, just understanding that concept alone is more powerful than anything known to man. That is your start and your ending. That is how you started, and that is how you will end. Every single individual. Because think about it, right after, no matter what takes place when you die, like if something heinous took place, yeah, that happened. But when it took place, the last thing that happened was your spirit left your body. That is an actual event. You can see the body lose air and it sink in, and the light leaves the flesh. That is an event that is subsequently overlooked. Indicative to how you live every day. You pay no respects to that value. Focusing just on that as a basic will strengthen the understanding of your spirituality in itself. I can be told many things in life. I can experience many things in life. But that is a fact. That I came with a spark, and that spark will leave me when I'm gone. Or I was the spark that came and then I left when the body expired. Hmm? Hmm? Interesting. Just understanding the value of the potential of what things are and how they get thrown out of whack. The reason why things are so insignificant to people is because they lose focus of that. The reason why people are so mean and heinous and have this whole overlook to where how the life that they have is going to be, no matter what altitude they choose to climb, shows that you forgot that fact that you came as a spark, and that spark will leave when it's all over. It should have more respect value. It should have a more powerful understanding. It should have a more dynamic outlook instead of being treated so fleetingly and lightly. Because it's important to know that that spark has to be grown. That life force needs to grow. And how it comes in shouldn't be how it left. It shouldn't be the same size. Understanding these principles is going to tickle at your heart. It brought tears to my eyes in the form of love, me understanding that the divine can possibly feel that as a retrospect, understanding that these bodies are existing, carrying this, what we are as a spark of life, and never acknowledge the fact of it just being from that. The all creation, the spark of life coming from wherever it comes from. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of that, like, it's no like, you know what I'm saying, mastery to that value. It's not like, yo, we get up every day. You got people putting terms on shit. You got people, you know, putting things in directions and titles and names and all this other stuff that has nothing subsequently to do with that. It never had anything to do with that. Like, you could just see every life that's born, it comes in with a spark of life. Slap them on his butt, they scream. All right, now you kicking. Where'd that come from? That spark of life, that little... You didn't share it yourself. Like, you're just the canal. You got to keep yours for you. You're not growing your spark of life large enough to understand how to separate it. That's the ego in the mind. I gave you life. No, you didn't. You gave me a pathway for my life to come through. We got to respect these lives a little more better. You all should respect life a little more better. Sit down and really take a look at the understanding of how life is seen. How lightly and delicate it is. How roughly handled that it is. It is as delicate as something lightly floating through the wind, getting pushed back and forth by it. In all the wind's confusion, it just floats along. But it has a purpose. It's supposed to grow in its understanding, which is unconditional love once it came from. The reason why I was able to separate from its source. I love you all as I love myself. I am NAGA. My information is in the description. If you need advertisement, my information is in the description. Peace. Raspa.